Welcome back to Graveyard Keeper, and I've just been doing a little bit of study at our study table, in particular some things in my inventory, let's have a look. Some black jelly we got from further down in the dungeon, some mushrooms and bits and pieces, cabbage and coal and stuff. However, it's mainly the black jelly I was going to look at. I was going to put this into our cube, and there we go. We can put that in there, and that'll take a while, but that will actually produce death extract. Okay, the death extract can be sort of used for one of the solutions. Remember we were talking about the balsamic it wasn't the balsamic injection, balsamic solution, which is used in one of the injections. So if we have a look, which one is it actually in? Is it in preservative? No, in restore. So if you have a body that's decayed, this will reduce that decay by 50%. How you make it better. But to do that, you need balsamic solution. Now, if you already have dark hearts available, I don't. You could use those instead to get death extract. However, the black jelly will work just fine to get it as well. You need some chaos powder and some water, and you'll make this balsamic solution, which will sort of help in reducing decay if you really want to do that. I'm not too worried about that unless I make a mistake with a really sort of expensive corpse that I've left around for a while. So why don't we have a look at that? So we're going to get 4 death extract because I've got the alchemy perk, which gives me more stuff essentially. And then we're going to need some chaos powder. Now the chaos powder comes from butterflies or moths. We may already have some around. It's not the solution, it's the powder. Do we have any in the racks? Let's have a look. Chaos powder. No, not death powder. Chaos powder. There we go. Yep. So let's just take one of those. And we want just one amount of water. And then we'll get a new discovery, hopefully. Always nice to do those. Yep. Let's just get some water. And we'll have to use the manual stations ourselves because this is going to need 3 things, I assume. So it's going to be up here. And that's 2. This one is 3. So if we go for chaos powder, and we go for water, and we go for death extract, we can craft. Obviously do some work. And we should get the balsamic solution. There we go. And I then will probably want to study a few things. So let's just see if we can still look at some of those things. So yeah, I'll get a little bit of blue points here. I don't have any more cake, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll get more of that later. And any of these that can actually... No, it's just to get science points. Electric powder. I guess we could do that while I'm here. Okay. Can't pick that up because my inventory's full. But here we go then. We can go down to restore injection. And we get those immediately. We can then take those down and pop them away somewhere in case I need them in the future. I doubt I will because I tend to be fairly good at putting bodies inside fridge pallets, which helps a great deal. So if we just put that injection into here, just in case I need it, in case of any mistakes. All right, so I'm going to go and empty my inventory again, go and sort things out, and then we'll get to the rest of the episode. And now we're down on floor 10. We're starting to get some new creatures again. Let's just get rid of those. And we have orange jelly. Interesting. We'll have to research that, figure out what that actually does, if it does anything different to the others. What I don't want to do is leave them any chance to actually attack me. Because we've got basically... well, we need to craft a much better sword, but I've already got the perks that gives me more damage. And now we have the typical fire bats that you get down here, and our kind of assassin kind of things. But it's quite a lot easier to take care of them now. The assassins only take 2 swipes to kill. The bats only take 1, so it's pretty straightforward. Well, let's skip forward until we get to somewhere sort of nice or useful. And here we are at the end of floor 10. Do we get a way through? I need a key to go any deeper. I need to ask Snake. Okay, so we can't get further than 10 without going back to Snake. Fair enough. And back here on floor 8, you can see this diamond area that's dropped from well, it's coming out of the floor. And we can now hit that. Good. And we get 4 faceted diamonds. They'll be really useful in making a sword upgrade, at least, if not other things. Do I have any spare room that I can just clear? Order powder. Let's just get rid of you for a second. And we'll just take this with us. It probably will be just silver, but just in case there was going to be any gems or anything else. Nope, just silver nuggets. Fair enough. And we'll head back to the base. Or at least the farm. So I went and spoke to Snake, and all that he said was, hey, that's the most dangerous thing you'll do, and didn't really do much else. So what I think is going on is probably I need to get further in his quest line, maybe, so I thought I'd give it a go. To do that, we're going to need to, well, in fact, I don't need to craft the sword at the moment, but to do that, we need to get the Necronomicon, which is going to come up sort of on the Astrologer day, the first opportunity for us to get it. And you're going to need, I think, some maggots for that. So I've got 5 maggots with me, just in case I forget when it gets to that day. And then we're going to go across to the Astrologer and the Lighthouse Keeper on that day. Now, while that's actually happening, we have, let's see, we have a lot of opportunity to build 2 swords. One is less energy consumption, but as you can see, we already have wine, so the energy consumption really doesn't matter all that much. So we'd have less energy consumption if we went with a steel sword with gem, but if we went for Damask sword with gem, we get much more damage. We get an extra 5 damage on top of the steel sword with gem. So I think we're going to want that one. That's going to need some gold jewelry, so we can craft that at the jewelry table with some steel parts, some faith, and gold ingots. I've only got 1 gold ingot though, and we're going to need 2 of these gold jewelries. So I'm going to need more gold. I think I've got some downstairs, but I don't think I've got enough. I may have like 1 nugget or something along those sort of lines. Yeah, I can't remember where I actually stored it. I think it's over here near the Alchemy area, just so that I can use it if I need to. Anything in there? Nope. Let's go and have a look. Do I have more than 1 gold? No, I've got 1 gold nugget there. That shouldn't be... I'm not sure if it's 2 gold nuggets to 1 ingot or 1 gold nugget to 1 ingot. If it's 1 to 1, that's actually fine. It's just that my furnaces are currently occupied, so I may need to wait a little bit for that anyway. But let's store them all together. And ideally, we would want that Damask sword before the end of the episode, ideally. So there we go. Maybe those 2 will do. If not, and then also the diamond. Fine. So off we go over to the Astrologer. So I just came over here to trade and just basically hand in my burial certificates. And the innkeeper here said, hey, I heard you were running a bit of an event and serving better beer than we have. It's like, maybe. So he wants a taste of our beer. So why don't we just go ahead and do that? And maybe that'll get him a bit more reputation. And let's go and see. So our beer, I thought I'd got some spare. Did I put it upstairs? Because I went and refilled the stall. Yeah, we do have a little bit spare. Because they come in batches of 10. So let's just take 1 with us. And I'll ignore that for now. We'll take 1 with us back to the innkeeper. And let's see if we get any kind of reward other than reputation. I assume it's just going to be reputation. And while we're going there, let's just pick up just 30 silvers worth. Yep. And there's 5, 6 more there for next week. So here we go. And let's see what he says. Here's one of my beers. Yes, it is great. Go upstairs and take the scroll from my table. It's his secret project, honey beer. Or mead, as we might call it. Fair enough, and there's nothing else I actually want to... nothing else I want to trade. But he's giving us access to upstairs, so... Here we are, entirely new area. And is it in any of these? On his table, he says. There we go. Special beer. A mug of mead. Yep. Is there anything else we can actually borrow up here? No. That's unfortunate. This is a better area than our own home. Okay. Never mind. It'd be nice to get that available, but if not, no problem. And now we just need to wait for the Astrologer. So I'm going to skip forwards until that happens, and then there comes a donkey back with the Corpse. I did actually just get a delivery just before the recording started of an 8-skull zombie, or an 8-skull corpse, which will make a 9-skull zombie, so that's quite useful to have. Although they are actually stacking up. I've got a few of them available. They don't seem to rot once you actually raise them, and they'll just lie down on the floor. So easy to store in piles. So let's go across to the lighthouse keeper once we have ourselves on the correct day. In fact, before that, I think we can just go across, because I think it's the Inquisitor day, and I think I've already filled up the stall. And that means we can, if I can get across this bridge, that we can get some more rewards and see if the Inquisitor will open up more stuff for us. Because we want to get further on with that quest line. He will basically unlock our ability. Here he is. He'll unlock our ability to make even better zombies, and they become pretty extreme once you can get enough of the dark organs from various corpses. However, can we just start it from here? Everything's ready. I should let Inquisitor, whatever his name is, know. Inquisitor, no. Not even got a name. Not the Inquisitor, just Inquisitor. Fine. Let's go and speak to him. Okay. And about the ceremony at my cathedral. Could you attend a big ceremony at my new cathedral? Together with Bishop, just Bishop, we'll pray for water to return to the town, and he has no time for that nonsense. Okay, and everything's ready for the next burning of the potatoes in a sack. Yes, that's right. That's exactly what it is. Okay, and I'm ready to serve. Beer, fresh beer. Will we actually get any extra rewards? Or just the same? Okay, so a 4 faith. That's like an extra bonus. And a repeat performance. Okay, so we get at least 1 more week worth of beers and burgers. If we can make more, which we should be able to do quite easily now. And we come back later. So now we can just jump forwards to the Astrologer day and get on with the Necronomicon. So remember that trap that crisped us, and we appeared back in our house in this sort of purgatory that we're kind of stuck in? Yes, well, we should be able to go in there, and in there on the table is a diary. Okay, the diary, we can, well, I guess we can see if we can speak to the Astrologer. I'm not sure if he's going to speak to us. We may have to speak to Snake again first, which we can do any midnight, but let's see if the Astrologer will speak to us first or not. I'm actually out of teleport, so I'm going to have to walk there, but I'll skip forwards. And here we are approaching the lighthouse. So let's go and speak to the Astrologer and see if we can just give him this diary, or if he'll accept it, will he? Yep, good. He'll accept that. And task is completed. We get some silver story. We get a little bit of reputation with the Astrologer, and that's going to be a bit of a problem, I guess. Oh, let's just see what he says first of all. How can I open the portal? A spirit laser. Okay. Okay. Well, we know one spirit, don't we? The annoying guy in the graveyard. It should be crafted on the pedestal in front of the portal. We need an emitter and a barrel. Okay, and what about the second part? Oh, he wants this to clean it first. So he wants some acid and restoration tools, and that's there. Yep, so get some acid to read the second part of the diary, get restoration tools to read the second part of the diary. Where can I find that stuff? Okay, so we can now create acid in our alchemy lab. And about the restoration tools? The Inquisitor destroyed them. Okay. Someone with criminal connections could help you. Snake, maybe? Yep. And about the acid? Well, we need to make both of them. And we need to make both of them because we need 40 basically reputation to be able to ask about the Necronomicon. So we're going to have to go through this whole quest line first. And that will then send us to this guy. But until we get to that point, we can't really do that. So let's go back. We can teleport back. Good. Let's head home. And we now should have the ability to make acid. Now let's go and see what that recipe is. Oh, and there's some beer. I can use that to refill the next Inquisitor day. And let's see what we can do with this. Is he now making stories? I think he is. Yep. Has he left a book anywhere? It's probably in one of these other racks down here. Or have I already used it? May have already used it. Oh well. Oh, I was looking forward to that. Let's just put the story away. Okay, now is that alchemy recipe already in? I'm slow. Oh god, I need to make sure I always have these acceleration potions. They're so good. They're so much better than not having them. Okay, so can we make maybe acid in here? We got the recipe, so I would have hoped that we could make it. I may have to look that up. Okay, now in our dungeon run, we picked up some orange jelly, and for the orange jelly we can use to make toxic extract. We're going to be out of time for the Astrologer this week, but I have some orange jelly around. Have I already researched it? No. Okay, let's do that first. And this makes toxic extract, which you combine with a couple of other things, and we will be able to make acid, basically. The other way to get that is to go to the witch over in the swamp, and you can just buy it from her, but I may as well just discover the recipe. Let's just get this studied. There we go. And I've got a few faith on me, but enough to do this. There we go. And the extract then we can just presumably do here. No, you're not going to let me do it until I do it the first time, maybe. So let's just put it in there. And that's going to make the toxic extract, which we can then use to combine together to make acid. Okay, so here we go. Usual 3 recipe again. So powder, chaos solution, and toxic extract. Craft that. Work it together. It's just about to come basically Sunday for the sermon. And we get acid. So I assume we're only ever going to need 1 of that, which is probably why it doesn't appear in the recipes list. We've still got toxic powder though. Didn't think I got 2 of that out, but yeah, maybe I did. Or maybe it just didn't get used up. Either way, we'll put that away. And I'll just do the usual summon, of course, off camera. And then we'll get back towards some of the other people we need to hand stuff into. I do need to speak to Snake on the rest next time he comes around, so that's the green day. And then we've got the merchant coming up very soon as well. So I will just get a few things done, and we will skip forwards to something useful. Now, in advance of the merchant, we're going to need some more food, because the merchant in particular needs us to give him 5 gold star dinners. And we can do that. We can craft a few things together here, I think. So let's get some more burgers. We've been selling them already, so we may as well use them again. And then we want other stuff we can elevate towards, like the gold star thing. Where is it? Is it in here? Dinner. Yes, here we are. So we have 3 different, like, sort of starter, main course, dessert, etc. Courses, that is. And in here we can craft burgers. There's a middle one. So if we just say, there we are. So using burgers, we'll get 30% silver. The starter ones, we can use onion rings. That will get us 30% chance of gold, which just leaves, to get 5 gold star dinners, we've already got everything we need apart from some kind of dessert. So we could do cake, or we could do gold grape pie. Now we get grapes already, so it'd be nice if we can already do that. What's the grape pie recipe? Is it in here or is it in the oven? There we are, grape pie. So just pastry dough and any kind of grapes. And I'm slow again, so let's use the acceleration potion. And in here we've got 7 grapes. So let's use the grapes and put them in here. And we also get the circumspect buff, I think, from this as well. But with gold star grapes, we'll get gold star pie. And we may as well... can we actually craft a number of this? It doesn't seem to say that we can. So I guess we just have to do one at once. However, that combined with the other two should combine into Gold Star dinners. And we got to the trader day coming up tomorrow, which should mean that once this is finished, we should be pretty good for the trader, at least to complete that quest. There we go, all 3 things we've got at least 5 of. I don't, again, have any left or right arrows. I want to craft 5 of these things. Unfortunately, that may have to mean lots of clicking through those memory options. Through those menu options. There we go. So, it resets. That's wonderful, guys. Wonderful. That's all I'll say. I'll do these off camera. Let's go see what the merchant or trader, whatever you want to call him, actually has. So I have those dinners you wanted. Here's extra 10 reputation, sorry. So let's do that. Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I made them. Okay, more silver stories. And we say, well, we get more information from him next week, apparently, after he discusses it at the court. Okay, I can't get the ceremony at the cathedral until I get him to 90 reputation, so I guess we can't do that for a while. However, we can, as usual, sell him a little bit of wine. He's always liking our wine. Fair enough. And do we want to buy that jewelry? I think I want to save the gold jewelry that I'll get otherwise. I think I actually want to buy it from him. So I'm just going to buy 2 because we already have 1 available. That takes up a gold, but we can use that to our advantage. We're going to make a better sword, and I'm out of acceleration potions. It seems so slow. And we can now craft the Damask sword with a gem. And the zombie's just going to head and do that. I don't think I need anything else at the moment. No, not too much really, particularly. So I just want that upgrade. Has that actually replaced my existing one? Yes, it has. It's already taken that one. Good. And then I don't think there's any further improvements to be made on the weapons front. I think that's the top weapon available. So are you in one of these? There you are. So it's already equipped. 20 damage. And pretty much we have everything we need. So that is not completed in terms of study yet. So we can go and study that for a little bit more. I just can't see how many red points we get by studying the top tier sword. Because when you study the other tools, you tend to get quite a lot of points. Also, we have this great pie. And I want to see, I think it's the same effect that you get to get extra points. So let's try the great pie. That gets me lots of energy. And then we need 10 faith as normal with a tool to actually study this. So let's study. And yeah, we should get quite a lot of points. How many points do we have right now? 747. Let's see what this is like once it goes through. Few points. 150 points it looks like. So yeah, it's worthwhile studying any upgrades that you get on the tool side of things. It also gives us a gold story, or we got a gold story from the merchant. So that's a good upgrade. Means we can go and have another attempt at creating these gold notes. From here, we've only got 1 of those. I need a pen and ink first of all. I think I'm actually out. Let's go and craft another one. These only last for 2 or 3, I think, if I remember rightly. They run out after that point. But we can store them in a chest. And I'm really feeling the lack of those acceleration potions. So I will go and craft more of those. So this is the second story. I need a third story to be able to make that extra chapter, I think. Yep, 3 of those. And then we'll be able to use that to make a book. And again, try again at the gold combo. And to get those speed potions back, remember you need moths and they will be converted over there. And we should be able to then craft, once that's done, yep, here we go. We can craft 3 lots here. And I think, was I just, did I have my moths in my inventory? Is that why I didn't process any more? Yeah, there we go. Let's put them away in the chests, or in the racks, and the rest have started. So that's the chaos solution, I think. And they in turn are used to make these speed potions. So once the first one comes off the rack, we'll be able to use that and get around fast again. Meantime, I'm just going to make sure I put all of these extra things away. And there we go, we're back to full speed again. And time to go and speak to Snake, and let's see if he's got any conclusions from us. I'm looking for restoration tools. I need to find me some restoration tools. Yeah, I want to hire you, I guess. I've got plenty of silver. Quid pro quo, okay. Fine. I have helped him, so I should be able to get them. And yeah, I've got them. And he wants a favor. He had them when I asked him the first time. He just wanted us to do stuff for him. Okay, and we'll ask for the town pass anyway. And that's fine for now. Okay, and that means we can go to the Astrologer in a couple of days. And we got the acid and the restoration tools now. So we should have everything we need for him. And it looks like another potion is going to come off. So I'm just going to make sure I pick that up from wherever he decides to dump it. They just sort of dump them in random locations, it seems. Not in there. Are you going to give me... I don't know. There it is. Okay, good. I've got a spare. Fine. Just before we get to the Astrologer, as usual, it is the Inquisitor's Day, so let's go and speak to him. And everything is ready for our next burger event. Baked potatoes. Definitely. Okay. Did we get another 30 silver or 50 silver or something? Let's see what they're going to buy. And do we get another batch of money? Yep, some more faith. And repeat performance. Fine, fine, fine. 33 silver. Good, good. And I don't think I have any more on me. No, I don't. So we'll skip forwards again and then head across to the Astrologer. Here we are. And I have the restoration tools. Okay, he's going to give us bronze story. Oh, gold story. And here's some acid. There should be more than enough. Silver story. A little bit better. He thinks he's gonna have a stroke right now. Okay. Necklace and a golden angle. Keep this to the story. Fine. Let's find out what happened to his child. Okay, so he's going to direct us towards the Gypsy Baron, which we've already spoken to briefly, but yeah, that's fine. But we can now ask him about the Necronomicon because we've got enough reputation, so let's do that. There we go. So we can trade with him again and usually buy our typical inventory. I'm not sure I want the green ones, but I think I'll just take them for the moment. Don't need the red. And that just means I can just use these up. And that's probably the last of these I should need. We're fairly far on in the technologies now. We're 211 in blue. So you can then take theology, which lets us get... well, in fact, no, we still need 250 to get superpower of faith. Okay, and that is, both of those are needed to get to candelabra 3s. And then lesser stuff down here just to improve quality and all kinds of other bits and pieces. So let's go and speak to the book. Well, the guy from the lighthouse keeper for the book. Yeah, it's a book. I'm using it as a leg for my wardrobe. He'll trade it for a bunch of maggots. Yeah, I have the 5 maggots. There you go. And we get the Necronomicon for 5 maggots. Seems like a bad idea somehow. But yeah, we've got it. Fair enough. And then we can head back to the, well, no, I can't. I have to walk back. So we're definitely going to use that speed potion while I do this off camera. So we can head back to, I think Snake may have, is it Snake that you had the Necronomicon? No, wow. Words. Necronomicon too. Where is he? Yes, there he is. So we need to get that for him. So we'll need to sleep on it. And then I think he's around about midnight most days. Or we can wait for the green day, of course. But that's not important. Ideally, we just speak to him one of the nights. And so finally for this episode, we can click on Snake and give him the Necronomicon. Plus, you're immortal. Yep, because I should just survive different traps. Ritual is more complicated. Fear into the hearts. Fountain of blood, a convention of sin. So he wants help, but I want his notebook. So we have to complete his ritual to get the notebook back. Okay, so we have to get him to 100 reputation. He's on 50 right now. So the ritual then, how can I help? I've already done that. I've actually put the skulls in place. So we need this place to have 20 of whatever this quality mark is. This place is scary, but not quite enough. We're going to need more. Okay, so we're going to get we got 4 at the moment. Can we build? Oh, we can build a lot more now. Okay, so he wants 2 of the blood fountains and various skeletons. Okay, but we can make most of that stuff. Yeah. Apart from the pumpkins, so we'll need to go and get those done, but that'll be another episode, another day. So next episode we'll be building up this area for the rituals, which we'll then be able to trade in for everything else. So we've got a lot done this episode. We've got the top tier sword. We've got a few other bits and pieces, some more quests done, basically, merchant quests, the quest for the Astrologer, and indeed Snake. So next episode we want to get on and continue with those. And then hopefully get on to further into the Inquisitor quest line and get the technology unlocked very late in the tree for here. These will unlock our top tier of zombies. In the meantime, is there anything else I want to actually take right now? We've got 211 points. I want to save up, really. I want to get to that, what was it? Theology? Yeah, theology over here. So I want to save for those. We'll do that next episode, however, so I hope you enjoyed this one. Give it a thumbs up if you have, like, subscribe, share, etc. as normal, and we'll see you next time for some more Graveyard Keeper. As always, guys, thanks for watching.